Hello students, welcome to the 9th standard English session. Today we are going to see Unit 7, Prose, topic of the lesson, a birthday letter. Okay, before we start it, let me ask you a question. Have you ever received a personal letter from your friends or relatives? Obviously, yes. Right. Okay, let's get into the lesson. It was the summer of 1928 when Jawaharlal Nehru began writing letters to his young daughter, Indira, who was in Missouri at that time. In his letters, he speaks to his daughter on a wide range of topics including languages, trade, history, geography, science, epics, and evolution. When Indra was about to turn 13 in 1930, Nehru started sending her more detailed letters. These letters contained his understanding of the world, which he wanted to further impart to his daughter. Even while he was in prison, he wanted to make sure that his child is not devoid of her father's teaching. Over the next 4 years, Nehru continuously wrote his daughter from prison, and his words are still inspiring. The letters written by Nehru from the various prisons in British India to his daughter Indira were published in 1942 as a book called Glimpses of World History. It is a collection of 196 letters on world history. So, this letter was written on October 26, 1930, from the central prison at night. Jawaharlal Nehru writes a letter to his daughter Indira. He was imprisoned in Naini jail as he was not able to send a gift to Indra on her birthday. He sends her a letter. The letter starts like this: On your birthday, you have been in the habit of receiving presents and good wishes. Good wishes you will still have in full measure. But what present can I send you from Naini prison? My presents can I send you from Naini prison? My presents cannot be very material or solid, they can be of the mind and spirit. Things that even the high walls of prison cannot stop. Here, Nehru says that though presents are not appreciated, letters can equally be cherished as gifts. He does not like to say something, a good advice through his letters to Indra, and he says his presents, which we cannot be very material or solid, they have been sent by his mind and his soul, and that even high walls of presence cannot stop those gifts. Next. In this paragraph, Nehru says that he does not like to sermonize. Sermonizing means giving a speech, or he doesn't like to give advice to his daughters. And he always wanted his daughter to know what is right and what is not right. We should recognize right from the wrong things that we have committed, and he says also that things cannot be solved just by writing or just by sharing, can be done only by talking and discussing, because out of the discussion only some truth comes out. And that is why he was always like to talk about Indra many things, like the things that goes all around the world. Because in our world there are many things to know. There are many mysteries world that we have in still known. So we cannot be just bored. or imagine that we have learned everything from this world. There are many things that we have been still having unlearned from this world. Then Nehru says that he would like to discuss and talk a lot with Indra, but now he is not able to do that because he was imprisoned at the Naini jail. And also, a letter can hardly take the place of a talk. It cannot cover all the things that he wanted to talk. So, it is a one sided affair. So, Indra to imagine as if he is standing before her and he is talking to her. When she reads this letter, now she starts telling new things to her. He says that the value of the contribution lead us to fight for freedom and value of qualities exhibited by these leaders. In history, she has read about many great men and women, and she always admired the story of Joan of Arc. And she even wanted to become like her. In this passage, Nehru says that ordinary men and women are not usually heroic. It means that they are not very brave. They always think of their daily bread and butter. About their daily three times meal, they get it or not. They are much worried about their children, household works, and their families. But not a time has comes when a whole people has become interested. That is the freedom struggle. Then history also helps even simple ordinary men and women to become heroes. Because of this reason, great leaders has something in them which inspires the whole of the people and make also them to do some good deeds. In Indra, we have such a great leader who has inspired our people, and seeing his inspiration, many people have come forward, fight forward for Indra. So, Indian freedom struggle because of his love and guidance. Many have been following his path. He has helped to make the starving, the poor feel free and happy now, and he also freed them from many struggles of their life. He is none other than Mahatma Gandhiji. He has stolen the hearts of millions of Indians with the magic of his message. He tells that Bapuji, that is Mahatma Gandhiji, kindly and lovingly called us Bapuji. Bapuji is in prison, but the message that he has led for the people had stolen the hearts of the many Indians. Men and women, even little children, are now taking part in India's freedom struggle. They are coming out of their family bondage and taking part in the freedom struggle. Today, India is creating a new history, and we both are here lucky happening before our eyes. And we also be proud taking part in our country's freedom struggle. Nehru instructs Indra not to do anything in secret or anything that she should wish to hide. Because if she has a desire to hide anything, it means that she is afraid of that thing. Because fear is a bad thing. That is not good for a brave girl like Indra. So she should always be brave, and the rest would just come after her. He also wrote to her in that in the great freedom met on Bapuji leadership, there was no room for secrecy or hiding. There is nothing to hide because fear is very scarceful thing. Under Babuji's leadership, those who are all taking part in the great freedom movement, we should hide nothing in ourselves. We are all under the sun and in the light. We are not afraid of what we are doing and what we are seeing. See, should always followed in our private life. So he asked Indra to make friends with the sun and work everything in the light and do nothing secretly. Because if you do anything in the secretly, fear will come and catch up her. So he advises her not to do anything in dark. Finally, Nehru concludes the letter saying that he has written a very long letter for Indra and yet he would like to tell more things in the letter. But he says that this letter is not enough for him to say many things, that he would like to advise his daughter or inform his daughter or message his daughter. So he finally bids him goodbye, saying that may she grow up into a brave soldier serving India with all my love and good wishes. Your loving father, Jawaharlal Nehru. So he concludes the letter saying that he has written a very long letter for Indra and yet he wants to share many things with his daughter. Okay, and it is a collection of 196 letters on world history. Okay, so that's the end of the lesson, children. Thank you, everyone.